Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Margarita and today I'm here to bring you Top 5 Wednesday. This week's topic is the top 5 books that took you the longest to read. And for most of these books, I don't actually have them because I either got them from the library or I unhauled them because I did not like them, which is why they took me so long to read. So I'm just going to get right into it. So number 5 is probably a cheat, but I'm going to add it, and that is Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. Technically, I have been in the process of reading this book for like 3 years now, and I stopped at page 282, and I have yet to pick it back up, and I know I'm gonna have to reread from the very beginning to read this book again, but this book has been sitting on my currently reading pile for a very, very long time, and I need to just restart and go from there. So that's my kind of cheat one. Number 4 is a book that I don't have, and that is Bird Box by Josh Malerman. This is supposed to be a kind of like a psychological thriller horror novel type thing where when you look at something outside, it causes you to become violent and kill all the people around you and yourself at the end. And that book is actually pretty small. It's probably not even 300 pages, I don't think. And that book took me over 2 weeks to read. I just did not care at all about the situation, and since it's supposed to be a thriller, like you shouldn't be able to put it down kind of thing, I didn't care. And for the size that that book was, it should not have taken me that long to read. I just was not very interested at all. The third book is going to be Night Film by Marisha Pessl. Again, this is a book that I got from the library, and again, it's supposed to be one of those psychological thrillers, and I'd heard so many good things about it, and how, you know, you just can't put it down and you have to keep flipping the page and you just have to know what's going on. I had no problem putting that book down, walking away from it for a couple days and not picking it back up. I want to say that book took me anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks to read, and it got to the point where it was kind of personal, and I was like, I need to finish this book because I'm really, really hoping that the end will save it, because I wanted to love it. And the end didn't, and it took me a really long time to get there. It was an uphill battle. It was a struggle. I hated that book so much. And it's even not like regular formatted book. There are like newspaper clippings and all this like mixed media in there that didn't help it go by any faster for me. Number 3, or I already did number 3. Number 2 is Insomnia by Stephen King. This year, since I'm not in school anymore, I decided to like read at least one book a month, and in January, Insomnia is what I picked, and that book took me the entire month to read. Again, it was one of those books that I would just put it down and I didn't feel any urge to pick it back up. And it was, again, a struggle. It was really weird to read it. It's not the best story, and I really want to read Stephen King, and I've gotten some recommendations for better books, which I'm hoping to pick up soon, but Insomnia was just not a good book, and it took me a whole month to read. It is on the thicker side, but again, it should not have taken me that long. And then number 1 on my list should come as no surprise if you've been here for a while, and that is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. This book was such a struggle to get through. I could only read a total of maybe 50 pages a day before I had to put it down, and I picked this one up, I believe, in February, and it got to the point where I just put it down and walked away from it for a good 4 months before I picked it back up, and again struggled to finish the last half of this book. Looking back, this is a good book. It's a struggle for me to read. I might go back and reread it in a couple years from now, see if it's any better, but it just was not for me. So those are the 5 books that took me the longest to read. Let me know the one that took you the longest to read, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!